Hello, hello, hello. I am doing a quick update because I've been getting the common question sent to my email. Naomi, is Megan really pregnant now? Naomi, can you talk about Chloe and Tristan? Are they ever going to get back together? So let me just do those couple of readings real quick. I'm not going to be commenting on the comment section right now. I will look at it briefly at the end, but I don't have much time, so I'm just going to go through these readings fairly quickly. And as I place them in the placements for the reading, I will read each card as they're going down. So any skeptics who later watch this can't say, you didn't show me the cards. How do I know where you put them? That's why I do that. But anyways, thank you for all who have joined or will join. If you would like to make a donation, the information is down below. I have donation and payment buttons on my website, naomitarot.com. I'm also still offering the $90 special. You get 5 questions plus a full astrology chart, or you get 7 questions, all for the price of $90. So let's just go through our reading. First up, Megan. Is Megan really pregnant now? Now, we will just ask the cards. I'm not going to share my 2 cents. Okay, so is Megan really pregnant right now? Yes or no? She just had Archie. Is she really pregnant right now? Okay. Middle of the deck, 5 of Pentacles. Somebody was left out in the cold. Somebody's not getting along with somebody. That is the middle of the situation, and it was in the middle of the deck. Crowning the situation is 5 of Swords reversed. We've got a lot of 5s going on. 5 means change. Foundation of the situation is the 6 of Pentacles. This means somebody's trying to find fulfillment. They're trying to stop and smell the roses. They're trying to take their time. That's the foundation. Behind the situation is 1, 2. Behind the situation is the 10 of Pentacles, the happy home, and the 8 of Swords, somebody feeling trapped with no option out. That's in the past. Future is, whoop, the future just really wanted to fly out. So you know what? I'm going to read all of those for the future. Future is a handful. Future is the Queen of Swords. The future is the Magician reversed. The future is the 2 of Swords reversed. The future is the Ace of, or the King of Cups upright. Ooh, William's coming out again. Temperance reversed is the future. 8 of Pentacles reversed is the future. 4 of Pentacles reversed is the future. Prince of Pentacles upright is the future. And Justice is the future. Now, my, the future is quite a complicated bunch of cards. Wow. And that really wanted to make itself known, so I felt like I had to read all those. So we're going to go through one by one. I listed all the cards I pulled out. The middle of the deck is the 7 of Pentacles reversed. Bottom of the deck is the 3 of Swords reversed. Okay, so let's start now that I listed all the cards. So any haters who later come on here can't be like, how do I know those are the ones you pulled out of the deck? I can't see the table. Well, I'm sitting on a bed right now, but you do know because I pulled them out one by one and listed them one by one. So gotcha. But anyways, okay. So bottom of the deck is the 3 of Swords reversed. Theme of the situation. Somebody felt like they were cornered, trapped, relieving that energy or trying to release it, push it away from themselves, okay? Middle of the deck, 7 of Pentacles reversed. Thank you for all who joined or who will join. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming. 7 of Pentacles reversed. Somebody who puts hard work in, sees the results for their hard work. Somebody who keeps struggling, hitting a brick wall, and they don't see the results. As I said earlier, the middle of the situation, the current thing that these people are dealing with, Meghan, Harry, royal family, 5 of Pentacles upright. Somebody was left out in the cold, or this is like a struggle love type of thing. Struggle love can be classified as 2 different things in my own definition. Now, if you have your own definition of struggle love, you can have your own definition, but my definition of struggle love either means people who don't have enough money together and the guy cannot support his partner, which I hate to say a lot of guys are like that today. The guy who can't support his partner or family and his wife has to work, or struggle love just means that you're struggling and it's just not matching up. Like you may have money or whatever, but it's still a struggle. So this is the struggle love card. They got that for their current situation. Crowning them is 5 of Swords reversed. This is somebody who's, they're multitasking, they're trying to manage things. It's a little overwhelming, but reversed, it's like They're either releasing the sense of being overwhelmed or they're just like kind of giving up. Foundation of the situation, though, is Six of Pentacles, somebody who's trying to enjoy the moment, trying to stop and smell the flowers. Maybe this has to do with the birth of the baby. Behind the situation, somebody who felt cornered at all sides, Eight of Swords, yet they are within the confines of this family, of this castle. I think what this represents archetypally, because we are talking about the royal family, this is the royal family. This is like the palaces, etc., representing the family themselves. And this is somebody who started to feel trapped within the confines of the family. Now, for the future, Magician reversed, Queen of Swords, King of Cups. William is here somehow yet again. This could be Charles, but I just feel like every time I get this, this is William. I don't really read Charles so much as the King of Cups. He is a Scorpio. He could come out as the King of Cups, but to me, quintessentially, the King of Cups is a male Cancer, and William's male Cancer. So I feel like this is William and the Queen, right? This is the lack of balance in the future between certain members of the family and an inability to manifest something within the family because somebody did not use temperance. This is somebody who's releasing their greed. Who's releasing greed? Four of Pentacles reversed. Who's releasing greed? Who is that? Well, somebody who is going to come to a final conclusion, a judgment, because they felt out of balance. So they are letting go. Either this is releasing greed because look, she's collecting all these pearls and coins and whatever, like things worth money. And she's like, oh, they're all mine. And she's like laying in them naked. But reverse, it's like she's letting go of that, right? She's like, okay, I'm not focusing on that any longer. I'm done. You know, this didn't mean as much as I thought it did. Materialism, all the things, the earthly things didn't mean as much as I thought they did. I came to a final conclusion and I'm out of balance right now because I didn't use temperance. I haven't been able to focus on the details of my life. Eight of Pentacles, focusing on the details, getting positive results from the effort put in. I'm not getting the results I thought I would get. I have to take cautious action, Prince of Pentacles, in order to rebalance things. This could be the Queen and what she discusses with William regarding how things have been due to their image, the royal family's image, how things have been with breaking protocol, etc., have been out of balance. How do we bring things back into balance, etc. But this is not really answering the question about what I asked. So let's just do it again. Let's try to take out less cards and see if it'll answer, because it's just talking about the current mood of things. And some type of love in this family right now. When I first saw that card, and I don't always see the Five of Pentacles as a directly relating to a couple specifically when I said struggle love earlier, but in this deck and in this context with me asking the question, I feel like it's referring to a specific couple saying struggle. They keep struggling. They're struggling. It's like difficult, and not monetarily, obviously, because these people have money. It's more so like struggling, like every time we make strides with something, something else happens. It's like two steps forward. It's like one step forward, two steps back, you know, or two steps forward, three steps back, whatever you want to call it. So let's just see. Is she pregnant right now? I think this is, anyway, I keep my opinion to myself. I'm trying to do that lately. Okay, let's see. No, I don't think so. I think that what is happening, though, is, okay, so King of Wands. So usually I read the King of Wands. He's the fire king. A lot of times he's depicted with red hair. I think of him as Harry sometimes, just because Harry is a Virgo, so he's the King of Pentacles, but alternatively, he's the King of Wands. It's that fiery energy. You know, that fiery energy to, you know, represent a redhead or like the brashness that Harry sometimes is known for. So I think this is Harry. Then we have the Ace of Cups reversed. Judgment reversed, being poorly judged or feeling people are poorly judging you. 9 of Wands reversed, unable to overcome the obstacles. King of Swords reversed. Judgment reversed. You don't feel like you like the way you're being judged. It's frustrations he's having. I think it's just frustrations with the way his wife is portrayed and perceived. Let me just ask. Okay, so I have my major arcana for the Secrets of Tarot. So this is the full deck of tarot from the Enchanted Tarot. It's the first deck I ever bought. It's actually in still good condition because I didn't use it that much. And then this is the major arcana pulled out of the Secrets of Tarot. So is she pregnant right now? Because I'm feeling like, no, the cards are not answering. Because if she was, the cards will come up with like the Empress card or the Star card, because that usually indicates a pregnancy. They would have given me like a more affirmative yes to the question. Well, there's just some kind of lack of balance going on right now with her or both of them, her and Harry, or both, like either her or both of them. Somebody feels like they're not listening to their intuition right now, High Priestess reversed, and things feel like they're kind of crumbling down with the Tower. And it does have to do with the love situation because the Lovers is at the bottom of the deck. Whatever it is they're going through, I wish them well. You know, I hope they can repair it, or this family, whatever's going on in their family with all of them. Empress reversed, Hermit reversed. Somebody who hasn't really gotten much alone time. They're also not intuitively looking within, because again, this is an intuition card like the High Priestess. It's reversed. Somebody not listening to their intuition. Empress reversed. I'm not getting that she is. No, I'm just going to say no. Women who are pregnant often gain weight, so there's that. And even after they have a child, they still have weight gain. So depends on the woman. So let me ask the question about KHLOE and Tristan, because somebody wants to know if KHLOE and Tristan are going to get back together ever. I have a feeling no, but then again, I flipped back and I'm like, you know what? She is kind of, I hate to say it, like desperate. So, you know, I'm not trying to be mean, but there's no other way to describe a girl who does that. Like, lets people cheat on her publicly and then gets back together with them. Like, come on. Like, let's just call a spade what it is. She's a Cancer, and I know, and if any of you are watching, don't be offended. Like, I don't think all of you are like that, but have a tendency to be more like that. People with a lot of Cancer in their chart tend to have a tendency to be more like that. Not all the time, but sometimes. Cancer, Sun, or Moons. The females, not the males, because the males can be manipulative little fucks, but they can also be really nice. Okay, so Judgment, upright. Final Decision. Death card, bottom of the deck, right? That's like not accepting some kind of ending. So you see there's still some feelings left over there. And then the middle of the situation is Four of Swords, not being able to fully rest or rest on something or be at peace with things. The Devil, the temptation drawing you back. Temptation, right? Temptation. I don't want to let go of this. I'm not really feeling rested and at peace with this final decision, Judgment. So what came out in the news about an hour ago, which is interesting, and I was already going to do this KHLOE reading, but something that came out about her is apparently, and this is a lesson for all of us with karma, apparently her, and I already knew about how he had been with Jordan Woods when he was dating KHLOE. I already knew about that, so I figured it was kind of karma, but it's just to show what she helped to put this girl through while she was dating Tristan before stuff happened to KHLOE. Jordan Woods apparently allegedly filed court documents, and I think this might have been on one of the mainstream news sites. It was like a credible news site, I'm pretty sure. She allegedly filed court documents. This was the girl that Tristan was with before he got with KHLOE, or actually he was with KHLOE simultaneously, allegedly, while he was still tying up things with Jordan. So he wasn't really even fully broken up with her. She was pregnant with the child. I already know this. But she was having pregnancy complications because she was so stressed out that she became tabloid fodder for, oh, Khloe Kardashian stole your man and now it's affecting her pregnancy. She became tabloid fodder back then when Khloe took allegedly Tristan from Jordan. And it was stressing her out really badly in her pregnancy to the point where she had to get bed rest. So I hate to say it, you know what? This is a little lesson in karma. And I already knew this, but it's just like accentuating the fact of Khloe's not some innocent angel. She had this having to do with Jordan and Tristan, who is a disgusting womanizer, in my opinion. Like, he's not innocent either, and he's not blameless. He's the most to blame out of the whole thing. But women don't just fall onto male anatomy. They make a decision to be with somebody who's with another woman. So what do they expect when the same happens to them? So it wasn't just that, Jordan was embarrassed in the news and she was made to look like, oh, the sad, pathetic, like woman who had her baby's father stolen by a Kardashian. It was also that she was getting real, allegedly, complications to her pregnancy from this, like physical complications. So again, it's a little lesson on karma and how people, when they do things like that, this is what happens. So we can't, and I don't wish bad things to happen to anybody. I don't laugh at Khloe for the stuff that happened to her. But at the same time, it's like when you keep choosing to do the same thing over and over again, it's like you just are masochistic at that point. You love misery. So what the cards read really quick when I pull them out is essentially just saying like that she's not really okay with her final decision to leave him. It's like, really? Like, I know that you can love somebody who you have a child with, and maybe I don't understand because I don't have kids, but even so, if that person publicly cheats on you, allegedly, well, I don't even know if I need to say allegedly at this point, not once, not twice, but multiple times, and it's public, and you're considering if you made the right decision. I mean, look at this card. She's trying to find balance, right? Two of Swords. She's looking for her emperor. That's good. She's looking for somebody. But she's not like in full celebration. She's not fully happy about it. Three of Cups. She's trying to go on her new journey. That's good. Okay, so the cards are improving. So let's ask again. Let's just see. Because what I got the first round was she's having second guesses. Will she ever get back together with Tristan Thompson? Ever. In her life. Ever. And it was karma partially what happened. That's no coincidence that she is partially to blame for putting another woman through those kinds of complications during her pregnancy, and then she wonders why something happens during her pregnancy. I mean, once a perverted womanizer, always a perverted womanizer. Once a narcissistic traits, because I can't say people are narcissists. Narcissistic traits manipulator, always a narcissistic traits manipulator. What did these women expect? One of my pet peeves, guys. I'm sorry. I just get really annoyed with women thinking they're going to change a guy. But anyway, Virgos like to tell it like it is. We could be a little mean with our criticism, but it's the truth. I'm not telling anything that's a lie. So let's see. Hermit, she's spending time alone, middle of the situation, crowning the situation. Three of Wands, trying to make plans for her future. Good, good. Okay, Six of Cups, focused on her daughter. Good. That's children, childhood. In the past, she felt like she lost the world, or the world was mocking her, laughing at her. You see? In the past, she felt like she had lost all of her passion. Ace of Wands, reversed. In the future, she knows there's going to be hard work ahead of her. I don't know how much because they're so rich. She can pay for like 3 nannies, but whatever. To her, hard work. Seven of Pentacles in the future. Lack of balance, lack of justice in the future. Prince of Hearts, Prince of Cups. That's somebody who has well wishes. Somebody maybe who's going to go away, or she's going to meet on vacation. And she may end up having the Ten of Pentacles with them and come out of this feeling of being surrounded by all sides. Seven of Swords, where she can't do anything. And she'll return to her Cancer self. Queen of Hearts, Queen of Cups. That's a female Cancer. She will have her positivity again with the Sun. But she's got to let go of the illusions, right? Letting go. Seven of Hearts or Cups. Letting go of the illusion. It's reversed. That means letting go. This is illusions. Letting go of illusions of the lovers that he had and her baby's father and how he treats women. She has to let go of her perception of him and realize who he really is. He's this. He's the lover's reversed. He's not the lover's upright. He's this. Okay? And if she's able to do that, she will find her happiness again. So what I'm getting is, it's hard to say. What I'm getting right now is she's having second thoughts on the fact, KHLOE, on the fact that she left Tristan because he is her baby's father, which is natural. And she sees a long road ahead of her with a lot of work she's maybe going to have to do on herself and do on the types of men that she chooses. Hopefully she's realized that. Prince of Hearts, Prince of Cups could either indicate a guy who wishes well and is younger, male, water sign, or those traits that's going to come into her life in the future. Or it can indicate this is Tristan. He likes to, because this guy right here can either be somebody who's just a little immature who means well and he's like water sign energy, or he is a water sign, like he speaks from the heart and he means well, but it's not always as deep as it seems, right? Because he's not the King of Cups, he's the Prince of Cups. Or it can mean a false flatterer and somebody who just smooches, whatever. They say what they need to get what they want. Like they try to smooze you. They're like, oh yeah, they like flattering you to get what they want. And that's somebody who doesn't bring justice, doesn't bring balance, justice reversed, doesn't bring balance to her life. So she's got to realize that. She's in the process of realizing that. I don't know if she's fully done with him. Is she fully done with him? Yes or no? We're not getting an answer card. Hello? Is she fully done with him? Maybe she's still undecided. Maybe that's why the cards are not answering. Because it's like a mixture. It's like she's over him, she's ready to go, but then she's thinking about it. She's going forward with her life. She's going forward for hope and positivity, going forward to the star because of the secrets and lies with the moon reversed. Because of the secrets and lies, she is going forward, determined with her life. The Chariot, this also represents Cancer, to the hope, possibilities, happiness for her child. Okay, so I'm getting for right now, yeah, she's having regrets. Yeah, she kind of thought about it a little bit. But I think her sisters, especially like maybe Courtney, will be like, are you fucking crazy? And they won't let her do it. So that's what I got. That's about it. And that was my little mini lecture in between doing readings about what I think about that. So that's it for anybody who asked about KHLOE, anybody who's been asking about the MEGHAN child being pregnant or anything. And then I'm all done. And so I'm just looking over your comments right now. Yeah. Yeah, if they look and act a certain way, they're not going to change their patterns 9 chances out of 10. Cheryl, that's correct. They will not. Doesn't matter. Kelly, yeah, Lamar wants her back, which is a joke too, because he was in a brothel. That's not even alleged. He wrote it in his book with a bunch of hookers, and she found him there, and he thinks never mind. I just don't, I don't know. Like there's no going back from that. There's a such thing as too nice. There is a such thing as too nice. That's too nice. That's too nice. People don't always need kindness and niceness, taking people back who do things like that. And that's like kind of like what I think she lives in the pattern of, is the too nice woman. Well, she's not nice to other women that she went out with their child's father. But I mean, in the regards to in a relationship with the man, she probably does too much. She probably supports them too much, does too many things for them. It's probably very like, she's like their mother, kind of. And see, that's, people will be drawn to that. And you may still get like a ring out of it, and you may still get married out of it, like she got married, but that doesn't mean that the actual marriage or relationship that's established is going to be one of respect, though, you know, especially on the type of people you're choosing to be nice to, right? So she's choosing to be nice to somebody who's just as nice as her, which I hate to say is not as common. When you see two really nice people who are nice to each other in the relationship, there's usually one who's doing more than the other, usually. Not all the time, but generally you see that. If she chose the right type of guy to be nice to in the relationship, that would probably work. But the types of guys she chooses, that wouldn't work, because they may be nice as a friend, they may be nice as like a coworker. People can be nice in different ways, but as a boyfriend or a husband, they're not nice because they're womanizers and they're part of sports that are known to have womanizers. So she selects the men from the wrong places, and then she thinks she could be nice to them and they'll stick around. This is what I think her deal is. That's what I get. That's what I get off of her. But that doesn't mean, like I said, she's nice to everybody, because obviously it wasn't nice to Jordan that she was on bed rest because of that, allegedly. So, and yeah, with the whole regarding the whole Harry and Meghan thing, what I think is there's just a lot of messy stuff going on there, because those cards came out in a big chunk for the future. And I don't usually read them like that. I usually put them back if there's too many that come out, but I feel like they really wanted to come out because they all just, you didn't get to see how they came out on the bed, but they all just like, they went out in a straight line like that. And then one of them flipped over. So I feel like they wanted to be read. And it was just a lot of mess with like William and the Queen in the future, talking about how things have not been followed, things are out of balance. And then Harry still feeling upset about something. And then something regarding somebody feeling like they need to let go and made the wrong decision. It was a bunch of things going on there with the Meghan, Harry, people asking if Meghan's pregnant right now or not stuff. It wasn't really even fully answering that till the end when it had the Empress Reversed. In other words, saying Meghan is not pregnant right now. All that other stuff was different members of the royal family coming out again. So I think there's something going on there. And I think it's also, too, that they're ramping everything up, escalating things on how they need to be done and how we're going to redo our image and all that, because, you know, the Queen probably will live a long time because they live a long time in that family. They have the money to have the best doctors, et cetera, and they're prestigious people, the best diet, too. But they still have to make preparations in case she does pass away. And I think that's what a lot of that is. It's all of that stuff at once. And that's why William comes out in like every reading. I mean, it could be King of Cups, could be Charles, but I don't know. I just feel like I read Charles more whenever the King of Cups comes out. I read Charles more as like, sometimes I see him as like the Magician card, and sometimes I see him as like the Death card, because Death is Scorpio. I don't see him as the King of Cups for some reason, because the qualities that the King of Cups has is very much classic male Cancer qualities, like a positive male Cancer, not the crazy ones that I mentioned sometimes on this channel, because I dealt with one that was not stable. And I've talked to several females that dealt with male Cancers who are completely unstable. But the good male Cancer, like they're like the classical King of Cups qualities. So that's why I don't place Charles, who's a Scorpio, in the King of Cups card. And I always see William in the King of Cups card. I see a positive male Cancer in the King of Cups. So I see Scorpio as something more intense than the King of Cups. High Priestess, Death card, you know, like. All right, so let me just pull out a card before I go. So let's just pull out a couple cards. Let's just see. All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so pick a number 1, 2, or 3, and I'll just read the messages. So 1, 2, or 3, and then whatever card you pick is what resonates with you at this moment in time. And it's a message from the universe for you. Okay, let's just see. No reversals, I'll just do them upright. Okay, so message number 1 is the Fool. So this means that you're going on a new journey somewhere, or you need to consider that. Consider where you need to redo something in your life, where you need to make a change, where you need to start over. This is beginning anew again. It's taking risks, taking chances. Do you need to do this in your love life? Do you need to do this in your career? Do you need to do this in where you live? Where do you need to take a risk in life? If you're considering taking a risk, do it, because the universe is supporting you. Okay, message number 2. Wheel of Fortune. Now it did come out reversed, I'll be honest, but I want to focus on the upright of these, but I'll mention the reversal. Came out reversed, meaning something is stagnating, moving to the next cycle in life. Something is not progressing. Or maybe you had some bad karma recently. Maybe you will experience some bad karma with something because of something you might have forgotten about that you did in the past. Or maybe somebody around you is experiencing bad karma for something they did to you. Or maybe it's just you hesitating to accept the next cycle of life. Maybe you're not ready to have a child yet with your partner. Maybe it's not happening for you right now for some reason. Maybe you're not ready to move somewhere. Maybe you're not ready to purchase a house. Maybe you're not ready to sell a house. Maybe you're just not ready for some kind of change in your life, but that involves some kind of karma. So let me think. So like the difference between the Fool card and the Wheel of Fortune, they both talk about changing into something new, into like a new beginning, right? But this is about taking like uninformed risks, just kind of like not blindly going into it, but just going in and taking a chance, right? This is about you reap what you sow. So this is kind of like, yes, going into new cycles in life, but it's not about taking risks or taking chances. It's kind of like all the things that you did led up to this cycle, right? So something is stagnating, preventing you from going to a cycle, or you're preventing yourself. Eventually you will go into the cycle that you're meant to go into, but maybe there's some karma that you have to live out. So it doesn't necessarily mean it has to be bad karma, but maybe it's like karma, like a relationship that has to run its course, or it's a friendship that has to run its course, or a job that you have to learn from to run its course first before you can go on to the next cycle. Okay, so message number 3 is the Sun. It was reversed. The upright is that, positive things are going to be happening for you soon, marriage, maybe a new job, good news, something. Either that, or it's about enjoyment and optimism. Remember to keep your optimism and joy. It is the summer. It's time to go outside, enjoy yourself, do things you love. You have more, it's more of a social time of year. Reverse, it could mean you're either rejecting that, or you've been feeling depressed lately, or it could mean that there's just something preventing you from your happiness right now, your optimism right now. Maybe this job, you've outgrown it. Maybe this friend, you've outgrown them. Maybe this relationship, you've outgrown it. So I think the theme of this reading kind of is talking about changes and cycles and taking risks into those new cycles, and the overall mental state and mood we have about taking risks and doing new things and accepting new cycles into our life. So the Sun reverse also, as I said, can indicate depression. You have depression. It's not really something that is always like people are weeping and crying and suicidal. That certainly can be an aspect of it. And if you do have something like that, definitely seek professional psychological counseling from a professional at a clinic. I cannot provide those services. I would advise, if you are struggling with something like that, to see a professional. However, if it's more mild, like where you just feel down sometimes and you just feel unmotivated and you're just kind of like, I fucking hate this, I don't want to do this anymore, that can still be pretty shitty. But if it's not including any self-harm or suicidal thoughts, if it's just the more mild version of depression, that actually, in a way, can be difficult to get out of that, more difficult to get out of that cycle, because it's more so a cycle of apathy and complacency, which does not have as much of an immediate concern for people to seek care for. Because when one is complacent and apathetic, one doesn't feel as much of an immediate need to their life. Like, they don't want to hurt themselves. They don't want to kill themselves. They just kind of feel like, I don't care anymore. Well, that's what the Sun reverse kind of indicates sometimes. And it also could just indicate you're not getting that thing that you want. So to try to get out of that, you could start by making small goals, number 3, every day, whether it's just something stupid like, I'm going to clean this thing that I said I was going to clean for 2 weeks, or I'm going to try out this new thing that I said I was going to do for, 3 years, and I'm going to do it today. If it's just one new thing you can try, maybe even once a week. If once a week is too much, once every 2 weeks, you can try doing that to try to boost your optimism a little bit more to the future. Or if the Sun reverse isn't about depression and it's just about the fact, number 3, that you're not seeing the results in something you want, maybe it's not about working harder. Maybe it's just about letting go and realizing maybe a different path or a different job or a different person is what's going to give you the Sun upright. So those are your messages. I'm going to get off of here, and I will go through the comments one more time beforehand. And thank you guys for all coming. Again, if you'd like your own reading or to donate, go to naomitarot.com. My information is down below. And I am still offering my $90 special, which is 7 questions or 5 questions plus an astrology chart. Normally, the price is $100 for that reading. It is very detailed, and I am offering it until the end of Lipa, which is June 22nd. That is the Wiccan name for the summer solstice, but it is the solstice is basically like, you know, the height of the longest days. Then it starts decreasing again. So it's like a old school, like pagan celebration. So anyways, I am going to just look at the comments. And oh yeah, and I also offer life coaching sessions as well. I forget to tell people. And I also offer incantations for prosperity and love, all listed on the website. So I do have a master's in a psychological field, but if I do talk about like what I talked about with the sun card and, you know, how to relieve depression, feeling happy again, etc. If I talk about that kind of stuff with you, it's if you're mildly feeling down or something, like I said. If you have serious concerns with self-harm or you're feeling suicidal, call your local suicide hotline. I am not the appropriate person to seek services from, because I only do sessions as a life coach or a tarot reader, just so you know. Okay. So can you do a video? Can you do a video on different goddesses? Oh, Kelly, you know, that is such a great idea. Thank you. And I can always tell, I love your comments, Kelly, because you're an Aquarius. You're Aquarius and Aquarius moon, right? Every female I know who has an Aquarius moon really resonates with me, because 2 of my best friends, they're different. They're Capricorn and Scorpio, but they have Aquarius moon. I think you said you were double Aquarius. That's why you always come up with good ideas that I resonate with. Yeah, that's such a good idea, a video about goddesses, because I was really into goddess archetypes specifically for a while, for several years, before I started doing more and more cards, getting more heavily into the cards. I was doing a lot of goddess archetype stuff. I could do a whole video on that. So thank you for your suggestion. Zara, I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name correctly. Zara Roberts, happy early birthday. If you're a Gemini, you should surround yourself with amethyst and turquoise. And what else? But images of butterflies or hummingbirds specifically. Yeah, purple, turquoise. The throat chakra is important for you to pay attention to. Oh, that's good too. Yeah. Yeah, you say with harm to none in your prayers or when you do an incantation. Yeah, because you want to make sure that it doesn't give you what you want in a bad way. That's a good that you're remembering that. Oh, thanks. Okay, Angel. That's nice of you. Well, thank you guys for coming. And let me just see if I have anything that was previously said that I can talk about for a second. Just Johnny J, do you believe in other universes that are not based on memory? Yes, I do. I believe that's possible. Being an Aquarius moon, like I always like to say, pretty much anybody with Aquarius and maybe like Gemini, Scorpio, those signs really love to think about different realities, different strange, you know, ideas of things you can't prove with science and just what could happen if. So yes, I do believe in other universes that are not in memory or parallel realities. That's answering just Johnny J's question. That's really some of these. I'm going to have to go through this comment section later. See, the only thing that's unfortunate about this, wow. The only thing that's unfortunate about the fact that I read the comments at the end, and the reason why I'm doing this, guys, is because it's really hard for me to keep the flow of the reading if I keep interrupting and answering questions. That's why I look at it when I'm done. But like, it's the only thing that's hard about it is once in a while when we get some nasty comments in here, I can't block them right away. But once I'm done, I'm going to go through the live chat and block the people who are saying gross things. Sorry if you normally show up to my channel and there were some nasty things said in here, but I have no idea who these people are, obviously. That is really disgusting. Wow. Okay, so anyways, I'm not going to dwell on that. Oh, thanks, Kelly. You reported him? Yeah, it's just, I try not to dwell on it, but it just is like, I hate it when you guys, not for me even, but I just feel bad if you guys are talking to each other and somebody says something gross and it interrupts your conversations you're having. Because like, I'm doing the reading. So like, it's not messing up my flow because I try not to even look at it when I do the reading now so I can give you guys better readings. Because I feel like if I keep stopping and answering your questions, it's not any offense to you guys, but it's just will disrupt me reading the cards, and then I'll just keep going back and forth and it sounds choppy and broken up, the things I'm trying to say. So that's why I only talk to you guys after now. But I just feel bad for you guys because it's just gross. Like, you're having a normal conversation and somebody says that. Selena Gomez deleted Justin Bieber last Instagram photo. You were right. She moved on, Mr. Unknown. Yeah, she's done with that. That's good that she is too, because it's probably not good for her health to keep in contact with a toxic relationship like that. Like something that was that toxic. If they kept breaking up, it was obviously not healthy. Yeah, I'm visiting family. This is the wallpaper in the background. So that's why I have that wallpaper. I'm not at my place. So anyways, oh my gosh, Northern California is going to be 103 degrees. Wow. It's like 60s out here or 70s. All right. So anyways, guys, I'm going to get off of here. I appreciate all you guys for coming. Thank you again. And I appreciate, any of your support. And if you would like to subscribe, hit the subscribe button down below. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.